I have a new spirit. It's Marid, the water spirit. She looks sad, like she's crying. Or is she just sleeping? Peekaboo! It sees me. Oh, Marid. You're so wrapped up in yourself. But unfortunately, we're not done yet. We still have a little bit of dungeon left. Frankly, I don't think I have the items to survive. One quick second, and I'm back. Not too much dungeon left, but enough to make you wonder if you're going to survive. So let's go through these ominous doors and hopefully find Sala. Magma inside of ice cave? It doesn't make sense. Oh. Sala? Ariel. Axis, where'd you go, man? Oh dear. Is that the best you gotta say, Rooks? I see. Oh, that's good to know. All according to plan. I don't like your plan, Ariel. Seriously. Last time you tried to kill me when you asked that question. Besides that, you're not some evil dude. You're just some evil idiot. And it's time you give me both of those. But this guy shows up. He owes me his life. It's Sazuna, what? A pulse? Axis? Sala? Could use some help here. Yeah. 750 hit points. No special abilities. It's just a ground and pound guy. I know that didn't sound right. So let me get both my spirits. And we take quite a bit of damage. And with Ifrit down, I am in a little bit of trouble right now. So here's where I whip out all my spare cards. To do maximum damage if possible. Seems he's also strong against elementals. So my physical attack isn't much better. I probably should have offense impaired him first. Before it got ugly. Speaking of ugly, what does he think he is, Vega? Yeah, I'm making Street Fighter 2 references. Speaking of references, how about I shock him? How about I impair him? Your discretion is advised. There we go, we got some impairing going on. And I'm still leaving my spirits out. Oh dear. As plain as I couldn't call it, my meat shields. And of course I am suffering, because I don't have any ticks. But I've run out of excuses. The only excuse I have left is why didn't I level up more? Because I have a lot of confidence in myself. I find it strange that half the boss battles in this game are solo fights. Well, solo plus your spirit. Let's see if Earth does any better. Not really. So what? You know what they say, use it or lose it. I think I'm about to lose my sanity. I do like how the molten lava is still flowing in the background. That's a nice glow effect to it. So it's come down to this. Books. Being able to dodge. It's the only way I'm going to survive this fight. And Brooks is finished. And with that, the Grim Reaper takes over his card. And his life. At least this gives me the opportunity to go back to the screen and pull my hair out when I realize I haven't saved recently. Or have I? Did I do it off camera? Or do I have a reason to throw my controller in rage? You'll see in the next video. Just past the first treasure cove, we're going back a little bit to get more treasure from second and third treasure cove. Sala can wait. We found out she was fine. She was sleeping, but then some Vega wannabe lookalike shredded Rooks and killed him. Good thing we have the power of time. It's not a point, Emma. You failed. Here's the point. Let's go west this time. I already defeated the Hydra ahead of time, and got Rook some better armor. And a few more fall cards, because these random battles are getting rather ridiculous, don't you think? I think too much. That's not the point. Point is, I think I forgot where I was going. I went there. Then I went there. Now I go here. Now I have two options I can go. I shall go... Well, if I go west, that'll lead into a big old mess where you get almost no treasure. So I want to go this way instead. Because if you really look at the map, once you travel a lot, you know some of it is kind of mirrored. That's probably not the best example. Here's Treasure Cove number 2, by the way. 9 treasures. And a lot of it is honey. I could have used that beforehand. But no, I got impatient. I should never be impatient when treasure is involved. And good thing none of these treasure chests blow up. Just because it says it makes you smarter doesn't mean it actually does make you smarter. So much honey. And of course, yet another return ring. The return rings never end. It's probably the most common item you'll find in treasure chests. Now let's go find Treasure Cove number 3. Follow me outside Treasure Cove number 2. And I'll show you how to open a can of soda. Wait, no, that's not right. Your sodas would freeze inside this dungeon. That could be catastrophic. On the other hand, it could have a cool slushy. What am I talking about? Going back a little bit. To the room with 5 staircases. Instead of that middle staircase that I told you about to the slight south, we're going through either the east or the west one. Was that a witch wearing pants? I don't know. Only Magma would question that. I question a lot of things, and you can't blame me, because it's true. The corridor with 3 staircases? Let's go to the closest one. And watch myself closely. Also, only 8 magic points. That's wonderful. And a little zigzagging later, we're back in the Polar Dungeon. So the enemies will be a little bit tougher, but the treasure will be abundant. Okay, maybe not as abundant as Treasure Cove 1 or 2, but to the west or east, either way. We will have 3 treasure chests on each side, through fairly short corridors. Will any of them be worth it? You tell me. Gold is always worth it. But I didn't get any gold in the Crimson Valley, when there was a whole bunch of it. Well, lesson learned. Always get gold when it presents itself. This is different from buying gold. Because sellers and buyers of gold will try to trick you. They'll sell it way below or above market price to make it unprofitable for you by a large double-digit margin. Why am I doing economics in RPG? Who knows? All I know is I'm going to get my 3 more treasures. Looting in dungeons is like looting from banks in real life. Except the problem is, the cops are a lot tougher than the monsters. And there's no reset button. So please don't steal from banks, people. Steal from dungeons instead. And finally some level ups. They'll become handy. Restoration of Spirit will be extremely handy. And Efred finally learns how to restore some hit points. And despite the low numbers all around, I'm happier. However, Restoration of Spirit, a lot of magic points, so don't let them die, Kay. One more treasure, then I'll meet you back at... Mr. Zalhan, I want to slash you up, and it just had to be a return ring. It's politely telling me I should be returning rather than going on. But I'm crazy. Well, you finally get defeated. Thank you for all your experience in gold. That Axis will not get because he didn't help me out. Let's sigh. Salah wasn't around for the worst of it. I don't want to know what Ariel did to Salah. But seriously, we gotta get her back to town. And this leads us to Chapter 4. To have a confrontation.